Hey guys, I'm about to do my episode review for The Vampire Diaries, episode Elena's birthday. So pretty much the episode starts off with Klaus and Stefan, and then they're in Tennessee or something like that, and then they found like the people that they were looking for, well the two girls, and he's like, kill this one fast and make this one suffer. And it's like, oh, Shiza, you are like a ripper, Stefan, like calm down for a second, calm down, like this is about to get so serious, it's not even okay. I was like scared of my life right there. I was like, hold up. Damon's acting like I need to take a breath right now because I'm like, wait, Damon? I mean, Stefan. I don't even know what I'm saying. Look, I'm confused because guess what? I only watched it one time. It's Elena's birthday, right? So we go to Stefan and Damon's house, and then Elena's looking through the mirror. I don't know why she's even at that house because she doesn't live there, but whatever. And then Damon's like, you told me not to get you a present, but I got you something. She's like, did you steal it? And he's like, no, this isn't Twilight. We don't steal things. I'm just, so you know, in Twilight, they stole the cars. Okay, anyways. And he's like, what is it? And she's like, my necklace. I thought this would mean so much to you. And she's like, yeah, it does mean so much. Put it on me. And it looks like from the episode where Stefan's putting it on Elena, and it's like, except she's not as skinny as she was in that episode. Did you ever notice like her bones and she has like popped out in that episode? I don't really know. Anyways, besides that point, me looking down on my notes, amazing, right? Okay, so apparently then we know. I skipped this whole part. Time out. Okay, we're gonna go back a little bit. Because look, this vlog is just gonna be all jumbled because I don't really remember because I jotted things really confusingly. So we're at Elena and Jeremy's house. That's how it starts off. But before the whole stuff in the Elena thing, but I'm just gonna skip that part because I already told it. So it looks like she's opening her own window, but then she ends up opening Jeremy's window, so it's like they flash it to Jeremy's room, and then Jeremy's like, oh, what's going on? He's like, you're late for work. Matt called, and he's like, he's gonna fire me now. So then, pretty much like when they're at the girl, I think he's like FaceTiming with Bonnie or whatever, and Bonnie is like, her thing is like, his phone is like this, and she's like looking at Bonnie and talking to her. He's like, what's wrong? Like, she can sense that something's wrong, and he's like, I ain't gonna tell you that my exes are on the loose. So then he's like, Vicky, and then he sees Vicky, and then he's like, what? And he like lights her back on, and then you see how Anna's like about to touch him, and I'm like, oh my god, like, and then it looks like she's about to touch him, and then like Matt walks in like, thanks Matt, thanks. And Matt's like, okay, look, I need us to switch tables because Tyler and Caroline are out there, and I'm not trying to like, you know, take their tables. So then they walk out there, and then he's all, I like how Jeremy says, he goes, hey, how's it going, guys? And then Caroline's like, Matt made you switch tables with him, and then he's like, yeah, and then they're talking about Mrs. Lockwood and how apparently Mrs. Lockwood thinks that they're dating or whatever's going on with them. He goes, yeah, my mom thinks so, we're dating, and then Caroline's like, that's so crazy, how could she think that? And then Tyler gives her like a face, not Tyler, Jeremy gives him like a face like, it kind of looks like you guys. So you meet this Ray guy, and apparently, like, we're gonna make, like, this wolf pack type thing, and, like, I don't really know what's going on. Then Damon and Lark end up at that house where the episode started off in Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee, or something in Tennessee. And, it's like, oh, this was so, like, I know my brother, this was so him, he did this, they call him the Ripper. And, like, I like how Damon barely touches the girl, like, her whole head is, like, just, like, flies off, and like, oh, sorry that your head just flew off. I don't know. So then Tyler, oh, and then I'm hella dying at this point because, and I'm sorry that I'm like reading down, but I have to kind of read my notes or else this vlog is like, what is she saying? I like how Tyler goes, he's into, well, like, it's funny because, okay, Caroline and Elena are talking, and then, like, Tyler, like, straight up bumps into the conversation, like, they know, like, he knows everything that's been going on. He goes, well, he's into you, so why would you be looking for your brother? And I'm like, you're hella metilo, Tyler. Like, get the hell out of here. And, metilo means nosy. It's Spanish. It sounds better in Spanish than saying it in English. I don't know. I was like, you're hella nosy. Like, Tyler knows everything now. And I was like, Caroline, you need to keep your mouth shut, not keep telling people everything. And then, oh, and then I'm hella dying because, he goes, it's like, he's like, Jeremy and slutty Sophie has a date. He goes, yeah, I'm horny. And then she's like, yeah, it's a vampire thing too, I'm horny. And then he's like, yeah, it's also a werewolf thing, I'm horny. I'm like, And that makes sense, because, you know, some dogs are, like, really horny sometimes. I don't know. I'm just saying, putting that out there. You know, dog, werewolf. Moving on, I like how then we go back to that Memphis, Tennessee house, or just Tennessee. I don't really know if it's Memphis. And I like how it's like, Damon, you're a good brother because you're covering your brother's tracks. So good. Then we go back to like Klaus and Stefan, and it's like, oh, okay, let's just torture this poor guy. Am I right? Like I was just like, oh, okay, so let's just torture this poor guy in like public at like some kind of bar. Totally normal, right? Okay, so then this is the part where Damon gives Elena the necklace, and then they're upstairs, and it's like, oh, you look so cute, blah, 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 put the necklace on. I don't even know how I thought that was at the beginning. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, like, my head is confused. It's wobbling. And then they're walking down the stairs, and then Caroline's like, see, told you I could throw a great party. And then I was like, huh, yeah, you can, Caroline. Can you throw my birthday party? It's coming up October 21st. Just save the date. You can make it for me. Just invite, you know, Tyler, Jeremy. You gotta have Matt there. Oh, and that Duke guy who brings all the beer. Yeah, let's bring him too, okay? And then I was like, oh my god, what about poor Andy who thinks to like everything's gonna be great? How she's like, stop it! We've been looking all over for you. I'm so happy that I finally found you. Yeah, Steven's gonna be so proud that I found you. And then I'm just like, I'm so sorry, Andy, because he doesn't want to be found. You want me to hold the fort down of my drunk high school students? Great. And then Elena finds out that like Damon's looking for Klaus because she walks up to the bedroom and it's like she finds all like these things and he's like, oh wait, why are there all these things here? Damon's been looking for Stefan without telling me. She like calls Damon. He's all, gotta go, beer pong, bye. I was like dying. And then rest in peace, Andy. I wasn't really crying. It was just so sad because you could tell that Damon really cared about Andy. And Jeremy's like, hey, you can't find your car? And he's like, I just can't freaking find my fucking car. He looks like I'm just laughing. He's like, I can't find my car. And I'm just like, I'm trying not to laugh because it's freaking hilarious. But everybody was like, I just thought it was hilarious. And then he's like, how about I take you? And he gets into the car and then he's like, Vicky? And Matt walks in, he's like, did you say Vicky? No, I didn't just say Vicky. He turns on light, he sees it, and he's like, you know what? We should just walk. He looks like he's scared. He's like, you know, we're gonna walk. How far is the Salvatore house from like Elena's house? Just curious. Tyler grabs Caroline, he's like, what's wrong with you? If you didn't want me to bring a date, you should have just told me. And he's like, no, you can bring a date, you have needs. And then he goes, well, if you have something, you should just say it. She just kisses him, and I'm like, oh, I thought that was so adorable. I was like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen this whole season. I was like, oh. And then we go back to Matt and Jeremy, and then he's all, can I take the ice cream with me? No, he's like, can I take the ice cream with me? And he's like, yeah, sure. He's like, you said Vicky in the car. He goes, I'm like, why don't you open up to him? He's like, oh, this supernatural being. And he goes, I keep seeing Vicky, man. Matt goes, there's no such thing as ghosts. Like, we go back to Elena's house, and then I was like, Rick, you're hella rude. How are you just gonna abandon these children? He goes, Elena, you're 18. I'm out of here. I drink way too much. You're a drunk, Sir Lark. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. And then, oh my god, what about Siler? Oh my god, they ended up having sex, and I'm just like, I am so happy about that because, like, okay, and it's hilarious because in this whole time I'm, like, watching and everything, and I'm just like, oh, wait, they finally showed Tyler's bedroom. That never happens. I was just like, because it's like they kept, we're not going to talk about that. I thought it was adorable, though. And then, Damon walks back into the room, and he's, like, just starts breaking everything. I'm like, okay, Damon, let's just break everything, because it's okay, because I'm just going to call maid service later to come fix everything. Really? I have to clean that room later, Damon. Don't mess it up more than it already is. Let's just do a garage sale and sell all the... I got a great idea. Let's do a garage sale and sell all the stuff. And we could, like, go buy some more bourbon. Stefan calls Elena, but doesn't talk at all. And then she's all, just remember that I love you. Stefan, is this you? And I was like, oh my god. Like, my eyes got all water. And then, okay, Mrs. Lockwood, calm down with all that. Like, should have... shooting Elena with her vein darts afterwards. She's all, leaving so soon. And I'm just like, there's something up her sleeve. Because they wouldn't have showed, like, everything. And then it's like, bam, bam. Vampire Diaries. I'm like, wait, what? Caroline? Love you guys. Can't wait till next week.